No one is on that, it just follows the ball.
Good afternoon and welcome to a very special day on the rugby calendar. Pride Round 2025 live from Orong Park in Melbourne's inner southeast. Today isn't just about rugby, it's about community, visibility and celebration. Now in its fourth year, Pride Round is more than a match. It's a statement that rugby is for everyone. Regardless of your gender, sexuality or your culture, you belong here. That message resonates far beyond the field. The Melbourne Chargers, proudly inclusive club since 2009, have led the way in creating space for queer athletes to thrive. In partnership with the Monash University Rugby Club, today's Pride Round isn't just an exhibition, it's a celebration of courage, inclusion and community spirit. Whether it's your first time picking up a rugby ball or you're a seasoned player, Pride Round is about opportunity, it's about connection, and it's about that electric feeling of taking the field and knowing you're part of something bigger. From the camaraderie in the sheds to the cheers in the sidelines, and even more so in the huddle after the final whistle. Today is more about the scoreline. It's about belonging. So get ready for a day of pride, passion, and some fantastic rugby. Let's celebrate one another and the game we all love. Getting us underway at Orong Park, the Melbourne Chargers and the Monash University Rugby Club in this exhibition match. Of course, part of our Match of the Day broadcast. Double header today between the Melbourne Rugby Club and Melbourne University from 3:15. Monash in the navy blue jersey with the rainbow slashed across the middle of their chest. Melbourne Chargers in dark green and pride socks. Moments away from kick-off, Rugby Victoria's Match of the Day exhibition match for Pride Round in 2025. Lineups for today's match. Today's hosts, the Melbourne Chargers, are led out by their captain, David McBride. The front row consists of Phil Anderson, Daniel Byrne, Nick Weston. Second row and president Chris Pezzett alongside John Gabriel. The back row consists of Charles Matter, Matt Goswich, and of course the number 8, David McBride. In the halves, Matt Littlejohn is joined by Arthur Fox. On each wing, it'll be Cosmo Darby and John Philip Morden. In the centres, Tim Liu and Stephen Wilton, whilst at fullback, Byron Kemp. For Monash, the front row consists of Jesse Goldie, Alexander Marnie and James Ford, whilst the rest of the tight five is taken up by Kermit Pathika and Jackson Stringup, as well as Caden Lum. The back row consisting with Janadu Hathara and Oliver Vickers at number 8. In the halves, it's Harith Udawate and Harry Bland. On each wing, Utaro, Saito and Daniel Mackay, with in the centres Tarawara Shea, Mapanga and Jeremy Gilson. At fullback, Panache Matanare. The Chargers to kick us off in Pride Round in 2025. Rugby Victoria's match of the day, this exhibition match. Kick-off goes short, dribbles through. And Monash have a chance to run it early. Back up to the 10. Big counter-ruck from the Chargers, getting their hands onto it. And they'll win the counter-ruck and come through with Nick Weston. Trying to pull it out. Not rolling away, big penalty. Win for the Chargers early. Smart football by Little John and the Melbourne Chargers side, of course.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Sets a call. Chargers with the feed. Pushed well by Monash. Counter push even better from the Chargers. They'll end up with it. They come back through the left-hand side. That ball's gone backwards. And here they come through the fullback in Kemp. Kemp goes on a run. Held up on halfway. They've gone side to side and they're on the other wing. Retained by the Chargers. Pass out wasn't great. It'll bounce and fall nicely into the hands of the Chargers player. On to halfway. Here comes the hooker in Byrne. Byrne tackled almost immediately. And not letting go of the ball. It'll be a penalty on halfway for Monash. Punt goes and finds touch, and we'll have a line out close to the 22 for the Monash Rugby Club. Of course, other games happening around the Rugby Victoria community today. We'll get those scores quickly for you. Line out thrown straight, Maul ensures for Monash. They're running right to left in this Pride Cup exhibition match. Ball comes out from the Maul, and they've got a paddock to run with and work with here, the Monash Rugby Club. The winger gets his hands off, and Mapunga tries to recover. Has he held on to it? He has. That's a good result from Monash, trying to come through the hooker in Marnie. Duarte to Bland. Now Bland again. We'll go short side to the flanker and Pathika. That ball's gone forward. It's been knocked on. And we'll have a Maul scrum to be fed by the Melbourne Chargers. Of course, the Store Local Lindroth Cup match happening down at Powerhouse today between the House and Footscray. So a rematch of last weekend's match. 10-0 early for Powerhouse. Of course, they got up nicely away at Footscray, part of Rugby Victoria's match of the day last weekend. Scrum sets and a big push from Monash. So they're not pushing straight, and be free kick to the Chargers. They'll tap and go. Trying to get through was the hooker in Byrne. We'll go short side the Chargers. Still no score in this match. Almost gone 20 minutes. Chargers try to kick. Recouped though by Monash. And in doing so, that ball's been knocked forward by the Chargers, number 8, David McBride, and will pull for a scrum. Almost gone 15 minutes rather than 20 minutes. Excuse me. Sunny old day here in Toorak. 2025 Pride Cup between the Melbourne Chargers and the Monash University Rugby Club. Scrum to be fed by Udawate. Big push, and Monash win it. We'll go short side, and here they come for the first points of the game. Big try for Monash, kick to come, but it's 5-0 early. The 24 I've got on my sheet is Adam Voss. Going to be a hard kick. He's going to have to convert his own penalty as well. Won't waste a moment on this kick. Pulls it out to the right, and that's probably where it will stay. Won't have made the distance either. So 5-0 early for Monash, despite the Chargers' early push. Of course, this exhibition match between the Melbourne Chargers and Monash, a part of Rugby Victoria's 2025 Pride Round across the Rugby Victoria community. It's the Chargers who are hosting and trail early 5-0. Kick was unsuccessful from Monash. Short kick off. And Monash can try and go again. He's not getting through McBride though. Got to pull out short side. Here they come, Monash. Trying to go on the big run. Look to be forward. And here they come, the number 10 in Bland. Bland trying to go short side. Fends off one, but not the second. Scrambling for defence. Uduarte pulls it out to his right. Has the numbers to build and will go through the hooker in Marnie. Nicknamed appropriately Marnie as well. Uduarte. To Bland. Bland kicks. Bland has kicked too far. And we'll await the decision. You'd imagine we're coming back for the scrum. Yeah, good call by the Chargers. So 5-0 early for Monash. Good crowd building up at the Melbourne Rugby Club here in Toorak. Of course, due a shield action to come at 3:15 between the Unicorns and the Students. Chargers win the scrum, pull out to their right. Trying to get the way through is the centre and Wilton. Bit of an unorganised attack here for the Chargers. Got number 20 in Partridge. No way really for me to know if that's right. Trying to come back through the centre in Lou. That's a big penalty win. Holding on was Wilton. And Monash win another penalty. It'll be Mapunga. Bland kicks for the line. Gets there, let's see how far back the touchy brings us. Inside the 22, here come Monash. Big line out to come. We seem to be targeting Vickers early, the number 8 for Monash. We'll wait to see if that's the case this time. Throw is to Vickers. Maul ensures, pushes hard. At the back of it is the hooker in Marnie. Chargers trying to run it out. So it'll be a penalty toward the Chargers. Couldn't quite see it, so it looks like essentially it was called to use it. Here they come, the Chargers. Big kick, big punt into touch. Taken for the line out. No one really wanted to catch it in the crowd. A couple of changes made for the Chargers. Line out to be thrown. Wind starting to pick up. Line out short. One by Monash. Nicely done. The hooker and Marnie ends up with it. Well, the Chargers players quite wanted the ruck. Here they come. Linking up to Mapunga was Bland. Mapunga can go. Deep inside the 22 now. Big intercept and won by the Chargers. And on the run is Ghostwitch. He'll kick only as far as Bland. Bland, oh, that big tackle came, but wasn't won by Morden. Bland held up. Caught 30 from home. Guduardo comes out to Ford, the big prop. Rolls forward, and this is a big win. Big line break from Pathika. And we'll await some medical expertise. Looks like the scrum half in Littlejohn down for the Chargers. Powerhouse still 10 up at Footscray in the Store Local Lindroth Cup. The other game in that competition to be University and the Students combination 15 side against Wests. And at the pitch behind me here, that'll be at 3:15 though. Endeavour Hills and Country Barbarian side being rescheduled. That game with a date to be set. So Littlejohn in the halves, he's the one getting medical expertise. Joined the club in 2022, usually a second rower, but he shifted to learn the number 9 position this year in preparation for their end of season tour. Played in the Bingham Cup in Rome last year, and I've been told runs the Chargers social media account. So he'll make his way off for the replacement. Looks to be Theo Pike. New to the Chargers this year from Queensland, grew up watching rugby and is now living his dream. And also might not be him. Big scrum win, and here they come through Vickers for Monash. Stop short, big counter ruck from the Chargers. Ball was knocked on, and the Chargers will feed the scrum on their 5 metre line. So Pike to feed the scrum for the Chargers. Queenslander by birth. Pike, of course. Here comes McBride, the number 8. Runs through the line. Has them hanging off from each limb. Big counter ruck from Monash. Ball's gone loose. Free ball to be won. Pops out to the Chargers side. And they've illegally joined. No, they were offside. So penalty coming in for the Chargers, and they can gain some more territory here. Pike to kick. It's a high pump, but won't go out. Monash can regather to their winger in Saito. Monash crashing through. All their numbers out to the left, including the flanker, Lum. can come through now, this time through Hadara. Singer. Monash. Try time for University. 10-0 kick to come. And it's been one-way traffic this past 15 minutes. No try scored. We'll have to retract that from the statement. He's saying the ball was held up, so drop out to come. Kick wasn't great, end up in the hands of the second rower of Pathika. Doesn't need a nickname because his first name's Kermit. Pulls it out to the left in Marnie. And here they come in the fly half of Bland. Bland stopped short. Tries to pick and go himself, Marnie. They need a big ruck here. Monash. Stop short. Ball held up. So out of jail again for a second time in moments of the Chargers, and the score will say at 5-0. I wonder if they've got a new kicker this time around. Chargers, they do. Number 8, David McBride, the skipper. Kicks out. Bit of territory pulled back. So they've been... Watch out for Vickers, number 8. That's where they'll go to, short. Out of the scrum half, Udawade, Bland and Mapanga. Trying to go again now through Matahinre. To the far side in the winger in Mackay. Held up inside their 22 though now, Monash. Will come back to the flanker in Lum. He's tackled, brought to ground. And for a high tackle from potentially McBride, Monash will have the penalty back just on their 22. Kick nicely from Bland. That might end up back out on the road. Over the scoreboard and out. So line out to come again from Monash, to be thrown by Marnie. Line out to come from Marnie. Line thrown this time, they'll throw it to Pathika. Then come back through Bland. Here they come, Monash. Trying to run through but couldn't. Was the replacement centre in Voss. Monash can go wide this time. Out to the wing, of that ball's been dropped and gone forward for knock on. Scrum to be fed by the Chargers. Bit of info on the front row for the Chargers. Their hooker, new to the Chargers this year, played plenty of rugby previously, but first game of rugby in 11 years. Outside of rugby, plays a bit of saxophone and clarinet at a professional level. And studies taiko drumming. That's Daniel Byrne, the hooker for the Chargers. They'll win it and get it out through McBride. He's held up. Monash with the counter ruck. McBride holding on to that for a little too long. Referee probably giving him a pass. This exhibition Pride Cup. Big counter ruck from Monash. Doesn't quite get them the ball yet. Got the numbers and they'll go out wide. Here they come through the fullback of Kemp. Kemp held up. Trying to go this time, Morden. Little wins for the Chargers. They probably need a kick though, get it out of this space. They're playing with fire at the moment. Gabriel. He's tackled. The referee's blowing his whistle for offside, and the Chargers can now punt. Try get it out of their deep territory. It's stuck in their 22 for quite some time. McBride having a chat with the referee as a couple of replacements are made. Ball to be punted. That'll get into touch this time around. McBride, information I've got on him is that he's a Kiwi, joined 4 years ago to get back into the game, got married this year. He's his wife are described as the cool parents of the Melbourne Chargers. This is his first game back after breaking his leg back in 2023 down in Ballarat. Line out to come for the Chargers. One nicely by Gabriel. Throw down wasn't great. It's pushed them back a couple of metres, back into their 22. All the momentum towards Monash despite not having the ball. McBride trying to run through. Kicked, nicely cleared out. And they can regather their breath momentarily. Here they come, Monash, nicely. Gets it out to the winger in Saito. Saito for the line, they're going to get there! And Monash got their second try of the afternoon. 10-0. And all they needed to hold the ball was for 30 seconds. With a kick to come, this time again in the corner, it's 10-0. So a kick to come from Voss. So the try scorer, Yutara Saito. My only note on him is that he makes hits well above his weight. Here comes Voss with the kick. Hooks it out right again. That had a bit more on it, but it'll stay right. And score will stay 10-0. The 2025 Pride Cup and Rugby Victoria's Pride Round. So the Chargers to kick us back off and get us back underway. Let's try and get you a score quickly from the Store Local Lindroth Cup. 15-0 Powerhouse defeating Footscrape at Albert Park. Chargers kick. That ball's gone backwards luckily because the prop dropped it. Running it straight and nicely is Bland. That's a big tackle. He's got to get it back. Does to Udabade. Runs nicely, gets past the 10. Deep throw this time to the fullback. Imada Nehare. Got to go wide. He's still going with it on that far side. That ball's just stayed in. Vickers, the number 8. Referee's blown his whistle. I think it might have been a high tackle. So, Monash to kick from the 10. Was a high tackle, and a word spoken to the skipper of the Chargers and McBride. That ball goes out over the other 10. We'll have a line out in the Chargers half. Keep an eye on number 8, Vickers. Oliver Vickers, that's who they've been throwing too early. They'll go deep that time into Bethika. Pulling it out right, here's the fullback again, he'll kick. Big high kick. Where's that ball going to end up? Goes long, keeps going. Which side of the 22? So another 50-22. Must be this side of the 22. Chargers to throw. So he was the call. Goes right back to McBride. Chargers got all their numbers through the midfield. Gonna have a crack at it. Was the centre in Lou. Goes deep. The Chargers can try run it. They won't be able to, though. That's the replacement in Strickland. 10-0 as we gain on half-time. Chargers kick to Flea. The fly half in Bland will end up on it. Those numbers hot on his tail. Big tackle, nicely tackled. Was Wilton for the Chargers. Uruwade, the scrum half, tries to go himself. Fullback gets it out to Bland. Bland comes through the second rower of Stringer. The package. Coming through centre field, Bland into Goldie. We'll go back wide again. This time to their man Stringer again. Uruwade takes on 1, 2. Can't get around the third and fourth. They go short side, trying to go his own. Stop short. The picking goes nicely done. And Monash. And Monash get there for the line for their third try. No, they've called. There you go. So a penalty to the Chargers. No try. Would have had to have been over the line there, though, you would imagine. So its score stays 10-0. McBride to kick this time. Kick doesn't find touch. Only finds the winger in Mackay. Here they come. So Madinare. Now into the flanker of Hatharasinger. Uruwade, the scrum half, will go short side. Gets it to Marnie. He was probably trying to find Vickers. They've got the big centre to his left if he wants it in Mapanga. We'll come back through centre field in Bland. Bland's thrown it forward. It'll be a Charger scrum. Closing in on half-time of this exhibition match. And the scrum to be built. Wait on the set call. Big push from Monash. McBride gets it out. Goes a little flick pass. Trying to get through his Pike. Here they come. The Chargers held up. Pike pulls it out. And the Chargers can go again. Trying to run the straight was the centre there. Big counter ruck. And Monash end up with it through Marnie. Udawade has numbers on the short side. Decides to go through centre field. There's Goldie. The prop. Pull it out right. There's Bland. Bland to Voss. And into the full pack of Marinare. And Monash to waltz over the line. This time for their third try. With a kick to come, it's 15-0. So we're trying red time. Will mean this kick from Voss will send us into half time. Will the advantage be 15 or 17 points? $17-0 to half-time, one-way traffic in the 2025 Pride Cup. It's Monash who lead the Melbourne Chargers. So we're about to get back underway for the second half of this Pride Round exhibition match for the Pride Cup. The Melbourne Chargers and Monash University going head to head, currently 17-0 to half-time. One-way traffic, and that was the way of the Monash University Rugby Club. Around the grounds, one other senior game happening as we speak in the Store Local Lindroth Cup. To half-time, it's Powerhouse 18 to Footscray 5. Of course, those two teams met last week as well, part of Rugby Victoria's match of the day. It was Powerhouse 34 to Footscray's 12. History perhaps repeating itself at Albert Park this afternoon. But here it's Monash and the Melbourne Chargers. The Chargers about to get back out. Monash are ready to go. They'll be kicking off, running left to right in navy blue. The Chargers right to left in dark green and black hoops with rainbow socks. Monash to kick off. We're ready to go. They'll kick out to the right. Running back onto it, McBride goes over his head. A big early territory gain for Monash and a big counter ruck. It's going to spill out for the Chargers here through Sharif. Is he going to get onto it? He's trying. That's somehow gone loose. McBride to run onto it. Runs back into the ruck. Trying to strip it out. And holding onto it was McBride. And Monash end up with the penalty. Sharif to kick for the corner. Or Monash to kick to the corner rather. He'll come through the fly half in Harry Bland. That kick wasn't great. And it's gone dead, so we'll come back for the scrum. Probably a good result for the Chargers early. Scrum building. Sets a call. Ball fed in by Little John. A big scrum win though for Monash, and they'll end up with it through Barthelop. Trying to push for the line. Here come Monash. And that is a great result for Monash. A try in the opening couple of minutes of this one. Lost to convert the kick. And a great scrum win for Monash. Ends up with a try. 22-0 kick to come. Ball's come off the tee. We'll go the drop kick instead. Not a great result from Voss. And so the score will stay at 22-0. We'll stick with us today because this is a double header into the Jewish Shield match of the day between University and the Melbourne Rugby Club. Kick off at 3:15. Charges to get us back underway. 22-0. Deeper kick. Bland ends up with it for Monash. He'll kick straight away. Trying to chip. Ball's gone backwards. Bland to run onto his own ball. Rapunga's probably gone in there from the side. So it was a knock on, and we'll come back for the scrum. Right in front of our broadcast position.
Big shot, boys. Big shot. Second ball.
Second in. Jacobo. Crouch.
Ball to be fed by Monash.
Set.
An early push for the Chargers, and it's hooked back and hooked into touch.
So I think what we do is just it's been kicked from the scrum, do it to Purple as well.
Okay, boys. Good work, boys. Good work. We got this.
Line out for Monash coming right on halfway.
Yeah, I got the 9.
Monash the throw through Cockeye. Line out one by the Chargers. They'll hold on to it at the ruck. Someone's got to play the ball though.
Yeah, there we go, boys.
Going on his own was Strickland.
Go down, release the ball.
Let this play out, Littlejohn. They don't have the numbers to the left, so they have to keep going back through the centre of the Chargers here. And up with it was Byrne, the hooker. Jumping onto a loose ball was Mercado. And collapsing the ruck. So a big penalty win for the Chargers on halfway. They're going to tap. They'll go quickly. Running it straight and up the guts. The Chargers get over halfway. Illegal counter ruck for Monash. Chargers end up with another penalty. Trying to tap and go quickly was McBride. I wonder if that's coming up through the broadcast. So penalty for Monash. They weren't back, so off will go McBride, the captain. Give me a bit of feedback to the referee who did not like it. So they'll be down a man for 10 minutes. The Melbourne Chargers. King for the line was Bland from his penalty. He'll get out over inside the 22 and Monash can reset to go again. Well, waiting for this line out to be built. We've got Ash from the Melbourne Chargers joining us, one of the coaches here. Ash, what are you seeing so far? Obviously, probably 10 minutes gone in this second half.
So far, I can see, we're on the losing end at the moment, but I'm really happy with some of the individual efforts out there from our boys. A lot of these guys are literally brand new to rugby. This is their first game, so the collisions and the hunt for the ball has been pretty exciting for us.
And of course, a big year. I've been saying big numbers down at trainings from what I've been told. A couple of players running through. That's a big try for Monash. But a big couple of players running through the thirds and seconds here at the Unicorns.
Yeah. So that's the 24 on his back at the moment, Hugh. He's put his hand up and he's been playing in the higher grades, which has been pretty good. He's usually a fullback or a centre, but he's playing 9 and 10 for us today. But yeah, he's doing it. A couple of other boys in the forward pack as well have been getting run in thirds.
And of course, a big year. Talk us through your touring plans for the end of the year. I've heard they're exciting.
Yeah. So we're going to what's called the Purchase Cup, which is the tournament between the Australian, New Zealand-based gay and inclusive rugby teams. That's in Auckland this year, at the end of the year in September. So that's going to be pretty exciting. It's always fun to do an overseas tour. And then next year we've got the Bingham Cup, which is going to be in Brisbane this year, and that's the international version of Purchase. So that's going to be huge. Most recently it was in Rome, and I think there was like 2,500 players. So it was quite a big tournament.
Yeah, that's incredible. And sort of the teams or the countries that pull these teams from, is it all world or is it sticking to the traditional rugby countries?
There's actually quite a reach into non-traditional playing groups. So the US have a number of teams. Canada have a few teams that are quite competitive as well. Obviously, you've got UK and Australia that sort of dominate the tournament. But you've got teams all over Europe, which is really cool as well.
And for those that might be aware, how the Chargers gone last year at the Bingham Cup and then in previous Australian-New Zealand tournaments?
So last year we came away with the Hoagland Plate, which is the second tier level.
Yep.
We're pretty happy with that effort. But 2016 we actually went through and won the Bingham Cup. Played Sydney in the grand final, and it's always fun to beat Sydney. So
yeah, of course, always good to get one up. How good is this? Obviously, Pride Cup back for another year. It's gone a couple of times now, and it seems to be growing really well. I'm sure it's good to have a good partner in Monash University as well.
It's fantastic. Monash put their hand up, and they wanted us to know that we're welcome and inclusion in sport is important to them. I just have to go onto Facebook and see that sometimes there's issues that make you feel not as welcome as you should. But at the end of the day, we're just here to play a sport that we love and feel safe and welcome in this environment. And for Pride Cup to be on and our host club Unicorns to support the initiative as well, and Melbourne Uni, it means the world. There's guys out here who grew up wanting to play the sport but never felt welcome. I myself, at the age of 18 when I came out, I was essentially kicked out of my club. I'd been there since I was 6, so that's, the fact that can happen still to this day, and things like this need to happen. It's a welcome space, and the fact that a lot of these guys get to run out here and play rugby for the first time because they feel safe and welcome means a lot as their backline runs through us.
Yeah, Monash will get another one. So obviously it's been a big sort of 18 months, not just in Victorian rugby, but in Australian rugby in a broader picture. How important is it for the Pride Cup to continue on and encompass the whole competition across the whole rugby Victorian ecosystem?
I mean, the fact that, last year we had, towards the end of the year, we were getting like 7 or 8 players at training. And this year we've got 50 plus. And most of them are brand new to rugby, or they left rugby and they've come back. So they've got a space that they feel comfortable. They're able to come back. And, Vic Rugby's hasn't been in a great place over the last few seasons. So any player that's coming through because they feel comfortable and safe, it's got to be a good thing, right? And we've got more numbers at the Unicorns than we've had in the last few seasons. We've just managed to put a team in 4th grade, or a fourth division team into the championship, I think it is, which tells you that initiatives like this obviously working to bring people back to the sport.
Yeah, fantastic. Obviously that try's just been converted. How cool is it for the Chargers get a bit of mainstream media coverage throughout the week and the past month through Triple M and the likes?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, our one of our other specialist coaches, Owen, he's the executive producer or senior executive producer or something on Triple M for Mick in the morning, and for him to get on there and talk us up is a pretty big deal.
Always good for rugby in general as well to crack through.
Especially mainstream media support of our sport in Victoria is hard to come by. Also the fact, the Wallabies are in a good position, our Super Rugby teams are in a good position, and all of a sudden people are getting interested in the sport again. It's pretty exciting. Definitely.
And how exciting is obviously a big year for rugby in general. The Lions are coming out in a couple of months. That team was announced during the week. But for the Chargers, what's the plan going forward now with the annual Pride Cup and various exhibition matches beyond just touring?
So we a in building phase at the moment, and I think we've got a few players out here that we've definitely got an opportunity to build as their 21 makes a break. That was a beautiful pop off the ground.
That was. That's fantastic. He's gone 50 metres there. Great try for Monash. They've been great today. Who are we looking out for in these last sort of 20 or so minutes for the Chargers? Who should I be keeping an eye on?
Well, our captain Dave, when he comes back off the bench.
Out of the bin.
Yeah, got the cheese. But also we've got a new guy that's come down, Mac. He grew up in New South Wales and played in ACT a little bit.
Yep.
He's playing 7 for us at the moment, and he's been a good find for us. We've also got Jason, who's wearing the number 21 jersey. He's grown up around rugby but never actually played because I don't think he felt like it was a safe space for him. But he's a very big body and he's a very strong man, and he's scary to see running full contact line. So I'd love to see him put his hand up a little bit more.
It's been good. Obviously, the one thing I've noticed for the Chargers, the scrum's been pretty well. A couple of big pushes and not collapsing, which sometimes as you filter down the grades through rugby, the scrum's always a big issue. But it's been good today. And it's been a good spectacle to watch in Pride Round for 2025.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm a tight head and a hooker from way back, so that's been a focus of mine. The scrum for the Chargers has been one of our sort of keys for the last sort of maybe 10 years, I reckon. We've always focused on that because I know that around the field we might not be the most agile or skilled, so those tight areas like the breakdown and the scrum is where we've really shone. So that's I'm pretty proud. Thanks for pointing out that the scrums were going well.
Fantastic. Couple of old front rowers having yarn. Rugby Victoria's match of the day, this exhibition match. Jay, thanks for having us. It's been fantastic and can't wait for this last sort of 25 or so minutes to play out.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Fantastic, thank you.
No, you've got to focus. I feel like
It's a great little insight to behind the scenes of the Melbourne Chargers there. Score's blown out to 41-0. Also having a chat, Rugby Victoria's match of the day, this exhibition Pride Cup game between Monash and the Melbourne Chargers. Chargers kick off and a big run by Goldie of Monash. Gains a bit of territory. Ball goes back. Fullback will kick. Matahinare. This time the Chargers, can they get on a bounce? Still down a man, I believe. Big tackle. Is that ball gone backwards? I think the referee says it's fine. Scrum half. And Little John pulls it out to his right. And the Chargers can try go. If they can just find the try line, I feel like Orong Park might raise the volume. Trying to get through was Phillips. Wasn't able to. And a high tackle, so Monash have to get back 10. The penalty to come. They're going to tap and go again. No, they're going to punt.
On the line. Sorry, guys.
With the man in Pike. Favouring that far side. The kick won't quite find touch. Will end up in the hands of the fullback. Of Manare. Here comes Bland. Big tackle. Crunching tackle by Wilton. And the Chargers have ended up with it. They've got the scrum advantage, so a free hit at it. Big counter ruck from Monash. Will come back, no advantage played. The Chargers to feed the scrum inside their own half. Almost 20 minutes gone in this second half. Score out to 41-0. Scores at halftime was 17-0. It's been all one-way traffic for Monash. Around the grounds in Rugby Victoria's store local Lindroth Cup between Powerhouse and Footscray out at Albert Park. Got the score here stuck at 18-5 in favour of the house. Scrum collapses. We'll go again. Chargers need a big push. That's a call. Referee happy enough with it. McBride's back on the park, so it's back on to 15 apiece. McBride's got to go hard. You might have some Auckland Warriors budgie smugglers on. Here they come, the Chargers, Caterpillar Rock. Little John pulls it out to his right. They've got numbers wide if they can be composed here. The Chargers trying to break through was the centre and Wilton. He's held up. Not rolling away. Was Stringer. It'll be penalty to the Chargers. And McBride, the skiver, to punt this one for touch. It's nice. Looks like a barrel. Over the 22 it goes. Ball to be thrown in. This is the Chargers' best opportunity of the day as the clock over the 20-minute mark. A couple of changes made for the home side in the Chargers. Making his way back on was the prop in Nick Weston. And here come the Chargers. Pike trying to pull that up. McBride will go himself. Need to hold on to the ball here, and they will. Oh, that's a big hit from Bland. This ball's going nowhere. It's a tackle, so he's got to break it down. And here they come, the Chargers. Their best opportunity of the day. Advantage, free hit at it. For a high tackle. There'll be a penalty and a yellow for Monash. So they'll go down a man and the Chargers have a crack at it. They're going to tap and go. They're not going to kick to the line and risk the line out. McBride with a big hit. Melbourne charging for the line. Pull it out to the left. That was Partridge. That ball's gone forward. Been knocked on. It'll be a scrum now to Monash. 21 and a bit played. 41-0. We push longer and longer into this second half. It's been Monash's day in Pride Cup. But the Chargers have been noble. It's going to be built. And we'll wait the call. Wait for set. We'll get there. Big push from the Chargers. Could they hook it back? He's up on the ground. So we'll wait for this scrum to be rebuilt. There's 23 minutes gone. Monash to feed the scrum on their defensive 22. Big push from the Chargers. Gillespie will play on. Bland kicks for the halfway line. Has numbers to run back onto it, including Vickers. Gets over the top and now it's the fullback in Matt Hinhare. He's going to get there. 10, 22, 5 and home. Monash 46, Chargers nothing. And it's been the story of the day. Kick to come, but they've run 50 metres there, the Monash University club. And Matanare, a big try for him, the fullback. Been told his first year down here at the Monash Rugby Club. Kick to come from Voss. Big try as well because Monash are down to 14 players on the park. We'll wait this kick at 46-0. Give it McBride for the Melbourne Rugby Club having a chat to the referee. Kicks. Out to the right again. Score will say 46-0 and we've gone 25 minutes in this second half in the 2025 Rugby Victoria Pride Cup. They'll kick out to the left. Just getting his hands onto it was Limbrick. And holds onto it, runs it straight, tackled nicely. Roger go, big counter ruck from McBride, but it was too late. Ball's gone forward and now a scrum to be built for the Chargers. Little John to feed the scrum for the Melbourne Chargers. McBride trying to get his hands onto it. And they've come in, they've entered the maul from the side, so with the scrum from the side rather, so it'll be penalty to the Chargers. McBride at tap and go. Goes out to the flanker in go switch. He's tackled on the 22 by the 22 in Sharif. Charges to go through centre field. Gets his offload nicely into the prop of Weston. On the 22 metre line, the Chargers. Trying hard, big intercept. And here come Monash. Fends off nicely. And running. Aaron So is going to go end-to-end for Monash and score what might just be try of the day. Aaron So. Score goes beyond 50. A big try from Aaron Soap. They tell me about Aaron Soap that 40 for the Monash Rugby Club broke his ankle during training in their first year. And he's only got a quarter of an ACL left between his two legs, Aaron Soap. But a big try for him. And a big try for Monash. as Vickers goes to kick. Vickers with the appropriate nickname of Vixie, or Vix. And this score stays beyond 50 at 53-0. Almost half an hour gone in this second half. We push closer to the 80-minute. Almost had a referee tumble right in front of us. I think we had that out at Footscray last week. So we're about to get back underway. Charges to kick us off. We don't have a ball. Probably half the issue. Kick off to come. Kicks it out to the right. Trying to get onto it was the hooker, and I reckon that's gone forward, and we'll build for a scrum. Dropping the catch was Marnie. Whilst that scrum's built, try to get you a score out from the Store Local Lindroth Cup between Powerhouse and Footscray at Albert Park. On the score I've got you as 18-5, so perhaps not updated at Albert Park, or we haven't seen a score in some time. Here it's 53-0, we've gone 70 minutes. Little John to feed the scrum. Scrum's built fine, and McBride can pick it out and go himself. Held up, couple metres from the line, the Chargers are building. Gets it out to the flanker, and here comes the big prop in Anderson. Little John has all the numbers centre field, and will pull it out to the centre and Wilton. Wilton trying to go himself, held up by Stringer. Breaks through him. Chargers can't be far from home. Picked out nicely by the Monash club in the ruck. And Bland gets it back to him, sits in the pocket, kicks it nicely from the in-goal area and into touch. Chargers having a red-hot crack, but unable to get onto the scoreboard. Had the opportunity for the quick line out, didn't elect to choose it. And we'll wait for the line out. We're 72 minutes gone in this one. Small line out this time. Stolen and won nicely by Partridge from Monash. And they can try and go. Here is Partridge. Inside the 22, dances around 1, 2, 3. And will score a nice line as he dives for the try line. 58-0. And Monash won the ball out of the line out on his own and scores his own try. Kick to Calm to try build it to 60. It's come on the 22. Vickers to kick and convert. 60-0, 73 minutes played, and Monash will win the Pride Cup in 2025. Chargers kick us back off and into the 22. Sharif gets it. Fullback kicks for halfway. Won't find it. Into the Chargers' hands. There'll be a red card and off. So Monash will play permanently. One down. It's their number 21, Al. A dangerous hit. 74 and a half played. 58. I want to say it's 60-0. I think it is 60-0. Line out to come for the Chargers. And Byrne throws nicely for Gabrielle. The Chargers can try and build here through Pike. Pike's taken immediately. Push right back to the 10 and close to touch. Monash's counter ruck not successful, and the flanker can go for a run in Matt Goswitch. Little John pulls it out to his right. And that ball has been knocked forward. Scrum for Monash. So it's called. Scrum's good. And a big push from Monash. The push back from the Chargers just as good. And they can try and build here through Bland. Spins away from the tackle, fullback kicks. It's going to bounce toward half time. Taken nicely by the winger. And Monash can go. Through Saito. He's held up. Ball goes backwards. And the Chargers can try go again through the flanker. And go switch. Ball's out. Sharif will get it. Chip kick. It'll stay in. Wasn't out on the full, so we'll come back for a Chargers line out. Crowd building nicely at Orong Park in Toorak for the Melbourne Rugby Club and Melbourne University Jewish Shield match in 15 minutes. Couple minutes to play here. Been one-way traffic from Monash. Short line out, won by the Chargers. Going out was Pike into the centre of Wilton. He's held up on the 22. Trying to pull forward. Is that Prop and Weston? Pull it out right, flanker again. Go switch. Ball's being held in there. Referee says it's fine. And to keep playing. Nicely won by Vickers of Monash. And can they sneak another try late? Sharif pulls it left. Gets it out to the fullback. Wide in Matanhare. Held up. And Sharif can go himself. Sharif for the line. Monash score. 65-0. Kick to come. Monash piling it on now. So kick to come again from Vickers. Slight angle. We'll waste no time with the kick. Kick goes flat and wide. So we'll call for full time. And Monash win comfortably 65-0, and they will hold the Pride Cup in the celebration of rugby and identity. Stay with us because the Jewish Shield match between Melbourne and University not far away. But here it's Monash 65. The Chargers naught.